The thing about change is it takes time. You don't go to bed tonight and wake up and everything be different tomorrow. It doesn't happen in a week. Change requires time. It requires effort. It requires diligence. As we talked about yesterday, there's some things that you have to get rid of, and there's some things that you have to do. Some things you quit doing, some things you start doing. Well, change is a process. It's a process that takes time. In Philippians chapter 3, beginning in verse 13, says, "Brethren, I do not regard myself as having laid hold of it yet. But one thing I do, forgetting what lies behind and reaching forward to what lies ahead. I press on toward the goal for the prize of the upward call of God in Christ Jesus." He says, I'm not there yet. But he says, I got to keep reaching forward, pressing on. We all want to make change. Maybe we are willing to give up. Maybe we are willing to take up, as we talked about yesterday. But are we willing to continue? It's easy to say, well, I'm not going to eat a candy bar today. But what about tomorrow and the day after that and the day after that? Change requires a consistent effort on our part to do better until it becomes our new norm. It's not just a day here and a day there, but it's about one day at a time, doing that which is necessary to be more Christ-like till that becomes a habit and a part of our life and second nature to who we are. We can't cling to the past. We can't think that I've arrived, that I'm already there, that I've got this licked. But we have to diligently reach forward to what lies ahead. As it says in 14, press on toward the goal for the prize of the upward call of God in Christ Jesus. If we back up to verse 12, Paul says, not that I have already obtained it or have already become perfect, but I press on. It's a daily challenge. It's a daily struggle. And each day as we get up and we're trying to live that day for Christ, we have to do so with an intentional effort of what are we going to give up and what are we going to take up. And we're going to make it through this day. And then we're going to tackle the next day. And we move forward. Whatever happened in the past, we got to leave there. And we got to reach forward to the opportunities that lie ahead. The reaching forward and the not looking back has a lot to do with our attitude. Sometimes we're clinging to the past, and that does not allow us to move to the future. To change and take opportunity, we have to be willing to move into the future. And to be willing to move into the future, we have to be willing to forget what lies behind and reach forward to what lies ahead. I thank you for taking the time to join me today. I pray that you have a good day, and I pray that Christ will be glorified in all that you do today.